Man United will score a goal tomorrow. Sure as shit, they're scoring a goal tomorrow. Welcome to the Cop Doc. This is my first video of weekend fixtures and predictions upcoming this weekend with the Premier League starting. So I'll quickly do this video, get through what I think is going to happen this weekend and my predictions. I like to have a bet in football the same way I do in boxing, and I count myself a very lucky gambler. I'm not telling you to gamble or anything like that, but yeah, I'm just saying I'll give you predictions. Obviously, most of them will be wrong, but I will then give you and finish up with what I really fancy as far as me better weekend, the better weekend. But starting off with Liverpool and Bournemouth. Liverpool's after spending a lot of money this season, as you know. I'm a Liverpool fan. They've spent in excess of 250 million. Now, that's unlike Liverpool, but they've gotten themselves into a position where they can spend money now. I mean, they didn't spend it, well, apart from Chiesa maybe last season, they haven't spent any money at all. So I think they've gotten themselves into a great position. They're league champions, and I think with Bournemouth coming up, Bournemouth done well last season, by the way, who finished 9th. Which was a very, very good finish for them. But they've lost a couple of big players. They've lost Kirkus to Liverpool, obviously, and they've lost Dean Huijsen to Real Madrid, who was actually a very good player. I liked him. And Zabiarni. So we'll see how that affects Bournemouth. But Liverpool have gotten stronger. And look, it's no mystery that you'd fancy a Liverpool win. But again, I'm not gonna do that. Like, my bet for this one would be, I think Liverpool at Anfield are dangerous. They always come out of traps fast, and I'm always trying to look for value in them, especially in first half betting. I always do. I have down through the years. I've made a few pounds actually with them in big games where they were underdogs against Man City and stuff. I've made money where they were, as I said, underdogs for over this particular bet, over 1.5 first half goals for Liverpool. I've done that numerous times for down through the years with Liverpool. I've gotten great prices. This one is 7-4. I think it's still a good price, and it's a hard market, a hard game to find a value in it. So that would be my bet for today. I think Liverpool is going to win the game. They'll come out of the traps fast. Obviously, after last weekend losing on penalties, they'll want to get off, get up and running quick as possible. I predict a Liverpool. Goal predictions doesn't matter, but I'm going to say 3-4-0. But I do think they'll score over 1.5 in the first half, but it's a Liverpool win for me. Next up is Aston Villa versus Newcastle at home at Villa Park. This is actually a very good fixture. As you know, Villa missed out in Champions League last year to Newcastle on goal difference. It'll be a tight game. I'm just looking at some stats here. Villa are unbeaten in their last 21 home games across all competitions. 115, drew 6, winning each of the last 8. That's obviously a very, very good stat, but it's a new season. Things change. And Villa have kept just 2 clean sheets in their last 11 home league matches. So that they're saying they're still Newcastle may score. Villa haven't spent much money this season. I don't think they've even brought in anyone. I'm just looking here. Yeah, not that I can think of. Yeah, they haven't really brought in anyone. Newcastle is not going well either, with the fact that the Isaac situation is, bringing a lot of negative feelings around the ground, around the fans, and among the players. They're playing Gordon up front through pre-season, which is not a good thing. You'd say Anthony Gordon is more a winger than a forward, but yeah, I'd say Eddie Howe has a tough job trying to keep everything afloat there at Newcastle. So as tight as it will be, and I think it will be, I just give Villa the slight edge, and I'm going to say Villa 2-1 in this game. As for a bet, I haven't looked at the odds, to be fair, but I would just be safe and saying Villa just to win the game. Should be a decent enough price. I would say it's in around 6-5 even money. But I would say that's the bet for that one. Next up is Brighton at home to Fulham. Nothing between these last season. Let's say, well, maybe 6 points on the league table, 6-7 points. Fulham have been flying in pre-season, so that momentum might help. And Brighton have lost Pedro to Chelsea, which is, I think, a very, very good player. And Baliba, there's talk about Baliba going to United, and he's seemingly missing for the weekend as well. He seemingly has a knee injury. Now, this will be a tight game to call. I have a feeling with the momentum in pre-season, I have a feeling Fulham is going to get a result. So I think in this game, Fulham +1 at 20-23 I've seen there, which is not far off even money, is a very good bet. Draw does you, it's double chance really, Fulham. Draw does you, and the win obviously does you. I just have a feeling Fulham is going to get a result here. Double chance. As I said, Brighton is a tough team to go and beat in their own ground. But just first game of the season, with the stuff that's going on at the moment, with Pedro gone, Baliba maybe on the way out, I will go Fulham +1 on this. Next up is Sunderland against West Ham. Now, Sunderland is back in the Premier League. Their stadium will be hopping tomorrow after being out for so long, after going down to the League One, coming back up. I mean, they had quite a journey to get back into the Premier League, and obviously they're up against West Ham. Now, West Ham had a good pre-season. They finished 14th last season. And obviously they're playing a newly promoted team, so you know people will fancy West Ham against them. But I always think that with it being the first game of the season, and as I said, the ground rocking, I have a feeling Sunderland is going to say get a result. But the bet I'm going for in this game is, well, first of all, Sunderland are to score over 1.5 goals just for Sunderland is 13-8 I've seen here. Yeah, 13-8 for them to score over 1.5 goals in the game. Now, obviously, to be on course for that, you would imagine that they'd have to score a goal in the first half, just to be on course. That's a good price in that, but the bet I'm going for is Sunderland to score 1 goal or more in the first half, which is 5-4, because I think they are going to score a goal in 90 minutes. With it being the first home game of the season, I'm telling you now, Sunderland is scoring a goal. Now, the thing is, what half is it? I'm going to say it's the first half, especially for the first 15-20 minutes. They'll be buzzing. West Ham will be in their guard. It'll be a cagey enough affair maybe, but I just think Sunderland's going to go at them. So I would say over 0.5 goals in the first half for Sunderland, 5-4. Next up is Tottenham versus Burnley. Burnley themselves back into the Premier League, and Tottenham obviously just after coming back after that loss there to PSG in the Super Cup during the week, which you'd wonder will that take a lot out of them, given that it was just, I don't know, was it 2 nights ago? They have a new manager, Thomas Frank. Now, because of that game during the week, I would fancy Spurs to win this at ease. I know Burnley's not, I mean, they deserve their place in the Premier League, obviously, and they actually had a great amount of clean sheets last season in the Premier League, in the Championship, and they're only after coming up. So I'm going to say, because of the game during the week, I'm going to go under 2.5 in this game. It's 23-20. Because of Spurs, as I said, it just might be a bit more of a cagier affair. Burnley back in the Premier League away from home. I'm going to say there won't be a lot of goals in this game. I'm going to say under 2.5, 23-20 in this game. Next up is Wolves at home to Man City. Now, Wolves obviously avoided relegation last season, just about. And Man City, I felt, and I said in another video, I felt at a certain point during the league season last season, when they knew they couldn't win the league or challenge for the league, they kind of took their foot off the gas a little bit and did enough just to get top 4. They're going to be an interesting outfit this season to see how they do. Pep Guardiola, one of the best managers ever. He's going to go back to the drawing board again and is trying to rebuild the team. I think Wolves are in trouble. And I think Man City is going to score a goal in each half. That's the bet I will be going tomorrow. Man City, I still think are too strong for them. And I think Wolves will struggle this year. As I said, it, they haven't even won a game in pre-season. That's not a good sign either. So I would say, and it looks a good bet. Wolves to score on both halves, 13-10. Sorry, Man City to score a goal on both halves, 30-10. That'll be the bet I'd be going for. Next up is Chelsea at home to Crystal Palace. Chelsea are a team I think this season is actually going to push. I think Liverpool for the league title. Now I know it's an early prediction. You know that could change very quickly. In the first 6-7 games, it mightn't look like that. But you know that's just me inkling at the start of the season. I think Liverpool is going to. Yeah, I actually have favourites. I have Liverpool favourites for the Premier League title. I think Chelsea are going to push them. That's my prediction. It doesn't really mean anything, but I think Chelsea will be strong. Crystal Palace have obviously showed last week how strong they are against Liverpool in the Charity Shield or the Community Shield. So I mean they're a good side. They've got good players, and they actually were, if I've been fair about it, I think last week they probably had the better chances over Liverpool. So they are a stiff team, you know. When I say stiff, they're a hard team to beat. You would imagine Chelsea still are favourites, and obviously they have Pedro coming in, they have Palmer, they have a good side, Chelsea. I would give Chelsea the edge in this with home advantage, but I'm going to go for an under 2.5 in this game. Under 2.5 goals, a 6-5. That's the bet I would do in this game. Next up is Nottingham Forest at home to Brentford. This is a very hard game to call. Forest have lost players during the pre-season, and so have Brentford. But Brentford to me looks like they're going to be in trouble this season, with Thomas Frank obviously going to Spurs, Wembo going to Manchester United, Flecken's gone, and Norgard is gone to Arsenal. I think there's too much of a change going on at Brentford. I think they're going to struggle this season. However, Forest haven't been in great form either in pre-season. This is a game I find it very hard to find a bet in. So the bet I picked out is over 2.5 goals in the game. I think it just could be just very sloppy game, and there could be mistakes in it. It's a game I find it hard, as I said, to pick a bet in it. Now I just checked this. Yeah, it's over 2.5. It's 5-6. This is a game I definitely won't be touching. Every game, obviously, I have a prediction on, a betting prediction. That doesn't mean I'm going to go and back them all, or I'm not. But I'm going to give you what I think is going to happen during the game. And this is a tough one, but I would just say over 2.5 goals, 5-6. Next up is Manchester United at home to Arsenal. This is actually the game of the weekend, I think. It's a game I'm really looking forward to. Man United have obviously brought in 3 attacking players in Kuna, Membo and Sesko. Now I don't know if Sesko is going to be available, but they are going to be good. They're going to be much better this season, Man United. I don't think they're going to get in the top 4, but I think they're going to be way better than when they were. Arsenal obviously have bought Gyökeres, and it's going to be interesting to see how he does. And obviously with last season Arsenal needing a striker, there'll be all eyes on him. He's going to be the one that's going to, try and be the difference this season of them winning the league or going that one step further. I personally don't think it's going to happen. I said that in a previous video. I don't think Arsenal is going to be. I think Arsenal will be top 4 this season. I don't think they're going to push for a title. But that's just a wild prediction. They have proven in the last few seasons that they're there and thereabouts, but you just can't get over the line. You have a period in time where you should win a league, and they had their opportunity and they didn't. It's not going to keep happening for them. So I think this could be the season where they're going to just drop off a little. Yes, they brought in this new striker, and they brought in a couple more players, but yeah, I just think that it might be a drop off with Arsenal this season. Man United first home game, Old Trafford to be hopping. Man United obviously had a very, very poor start, or very poor season last season. But this is again a bet, not a wild bet, but a good value bet. It's fair to say, where am I here? Man United will score a goal tomorrow. Sure as shit, they're scoring a goal tomorrow. And if they do that, that obviously will be scoring 9.5, one of the halves. You're getting 15-4 and Man United to score a goal in the other half, whatever the half that may be. I think they're scoring a goal definitely tomorrow. You're just getting 15-4 for them to score a goal in also the other half of that game. I think it's a great bet. I just think with the new start, they'll be buzzing. Obviously Arsenal are a very good side. I'm not saying, Arsenal can't go and win this game. They can, Jesus, they can. There was nothing between them last season. They played 3 games. There was a lot in the table and stuff, but I mean, between head-to-heads. But I just have a feeling about United. I just have a feeling about them. I'm not even going to say they're going to win the game. To win the game, they're actually 13-5, I think I've seen here. But to win the game, they have to score a goal. I think 15-4 for them to score a goal in each half. Wild, but I like it. So that's my prediction for that one. And the Monday night game is Leeds against Everton. Leeds are obviously newly promoted, and Everton actually I thought done well since David Moyes has come in last season. I thought he steadied the ship. I thought he's done really well since he came into Everton, and obviously Leeds are newly promoted, and obviously again they have great home support when it comes to Premier League or any game for that matter. I mean, but being back in the Premier League, the atmosphere will be even more electric on Monday night. Again, it's a hard game to bet on. I'm not sure if Jack Grealish is going to be in time. I don't know, maybe I can't see it for Everton. Being newly promoted as well, Leeds, I do believe that there is a spring, or there is an adrenaline going off of teams being newly promoted, just to try and stamp their mark in the first game of the season. And again, a bit similar to the Forest and Brentford game. It's a game I really can't predict, but if you were to force me for a bet in it, I would go, and it's not a great price, I would go under 2.5 goals in this as well. David Moyes teams, you know what they're like, they're hard to break down. And Leeds will push, because Leeds isn't a team who likes to play attacking football. I still think they're going to find it hard to break them down, but I think under 3 goals is the bet in this game. Yeah, I still think it's going to be a tight enough affair. So, yeah, under 2.5 at 8-11. So that concludes my predictions for the weekend. What my bet is going to be for the weekend, and I'll be doing this myself, is different than what I've been telling you, obviously, because they're bets I think that will be good single bets that I've said as obviously in each game. But I have a double here that pays just over 2-1 that I think is a good bet. I think Liverpool to score on both halves is a safe bet. Again, can you see Liverpool not scoring a goal in 90 minutes? No, I can't. So again, you're getting 8-11 for them to score a goal in the other half. That's basically what you're getting. And I think this is going to happen. And I'm going to pair that up with Man United +1. I just have a feeling it'll be the first game of the season. Form goes out the window. It's a new season. Fans will be buzzing. Arsenal want to take off where they left last season. There's no doubt about that. But I just have a feeling United, I mean, it wouldn't be a far stretch to say Man United could win the game. But if you have 2 results going for you, you have Man United going for you, and you have a draw going for you, that's not bad at 5-6. And we've been the first game of the season. I think this bet is coming in. It pays, I'm just going to say for €20 here, it pays €63.33. Obviously, I'm not promoting gambling, but let's be real about it. A lot of us, especially in Ireland, and a lot in England, I'm sure as well, we all like a bet in the football, So that's my bet for the weekend. That's the bet I'm going to be doing. And I think that's the bet that's going to happen. I'm going to come in this weekend. Could be wrong, as I said, it's only gambling, but that's what I think will happen for the weekend. So have a good weekend, enjoy the football. I'm delighted the Premier League's back, and yeah, enjoy the weekend.